Hey guys, welcome to the first episode of Feels Aloud. Episode, installment, chapter, I don't know. So today I'm going to be doing something quite simple, something quite chill. I'm going to be reviewing a book I read pretty recently. And that book is An American Marriage by Tayari Jones. So the book is about a couple, Roy and Celestial. They've been married for about 18 months, I think. Roy he's accused of rape and wrongly convicted, and he goes to prison for what's meant to be 12 years. However, he's released early, and by the time he's released from prison, his wife has kind of moved on, you know? She's kind of moved on, but not only has she moved on, guys, she has moved on with their closest friend. Yeah, it's crazy. That wasn't a spoiler, by the way. The blurb literally says, devastated and unmoored, Celestial finds herself struggling to hold on to the love that has been a center, taking comfort in Andre, their closest friend. In that sense, there was not much that was surprising, but I think it was the way that people handled it. God damn. Just to talk about Tayari Jones's writing style. Her pen is wild. Her pen is so good. Look how happy I am just talking about it. Her pen is so mad. Tayari's pen is slicker than the guy with the thing on his eye. Oh, bruh. She is such a careful writer. She's such an imaginative writer. She'd be reading that Oxford Dictionary, I tell you. Tayari will not say, I put my shoes on. Tayari will say, I settled my feet into the shoes raw. Tayari will not say, I washed my hands. Tayari will say, as I lathered my hands. This is my first book of hers that I've read, and I was literally just like, nah. I would definitely say she's like one of the best writers I've come across recently. One part that I think this is the part of the book that really touched me, like in terms of the way it was written. Roy's kind of a man who wants to be a provider. He wants to be everything for his woman, and he can't because he's in prison. And there's a point he's like, but now all I have is this paper and this raggedy ink pen. I'm looking at it and thinking, this is all I have to be a husband with. And I was like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. So yeah, so this book is narrated from the points of view of the three main characters. That's Roy, who's the husband who's wrongly convicted, Celestial, the wife of the man who's wrongly convicted, and then Andre, who is the friend who then becomes the boyfriend of the man who's wrongly convicted. But then what's really cool about this book is that sort of like the middle of it is not narrated. It's I think it's called an epistolary structure. Anyway, English, yeah. I don't know how to say that word, but basically it's letters back and forth, letters from husband to wife and vice versa, as well as with other parties, so like the wife's dad, the lawyer, that kind of thing. And I thought that was a really cool structure, because when someone is narrating a story, the fact that they're in control of the narrative means that they tell you as an audience what they want you to know. So I think the letter structure is really sick, because it shows you how people really are. And when he's talking to his wife, you start to see like, oh rah, okay, so you're a little bit snappy, huh? You're kind of rude. Okay, you're kind of selfish. Like, so that was interesting. Just to dig a little deeper into the characters, Roy is the husband, as I previously mentioned. Roy is Dinner with Jay-Z Twitter. Roy is Canary Wharf Twitter. Roy is the epitome of back then, whole thing want me, now I'm hot, they all on me. Roy will not miss an opportunity to tell you that he's self-made, that he came from the South and now he's got ish going for himself. He just will not. It's his thing, it's his kink. If I met Roy, I probably wouldn't like Roy. I think Roy's a prick. I didn't feel any sort of attachment to him, to be honest, until his wife started cheating. I was like, god damn. Oh, but like I said before, because of the way the book is structured, we actually get to see sort of some vulnerable aspects of him as well, that he probably wouldn't say if he was narrating himself. He's like, you don't know how demoralizing it is to be a man with nothing to offer a woman. So you do see how just torn up he is about the whole thing. Celestial, I don't really have much to say about Celestial. Come back to Celestial. Sorry. Andre. Guys, when I tell you I have never disliked a character in a book as much as I disliked Andre, he is so annoying. He's so annoying. I had to remind myself that this is fiction. I had to remind myself Andre's not a real person. I just could not. Yeah, I just couldn't. Men who were like, oh, they're your friend, but if they had the opportunity to smash, would smash. They're not your friends. They're not your friend. They're just an opportunist. Do you know what I mean? And that's how I felt about Andre. You were at my wedding. You witnessed me signing papers. All the while you knew you were in love with me. Snakes don't hiss no more. They sit at your registry and they witness your marriage papers. That's Andre, a snake, a slithering, slimy snake. I'm sickened. So imagine one of the first things, I think it's like in his second chapter that he narrates, he's got all the opportunity to say, so guys, I am mean for it to be like this, to make yourself, to redeem yourself a little bit, to make yourself a little bit likable. He says, oh, the whole truth wasn't anybody's business but mine and Celestial. Okay, but you're here telling us, you're here talking, just like such a victim. Husband was relationship with his dad, so we don't care. We just want you to stop sleeping with somebody else's wife. That's what we want. Okay, so Celestial.
Great gowns, beautiful gowns.
I mean, she made dolls. Seemed like a strong, independent black woman, you know, owned her own shop, was pursuing her creative career, just that kind of vibe. Then obviously she decided to shack up with her best friend while her man was in prison, so what can you really say about that, huh? With Celestial, yeah, like, obviously a woman's got needs, but sis, Atlanta is a big place. I've watched Love and Hip Hop.
I know my man gets around, and so do you.
The only person I get around with is your man.
So my man.
I absolutely am, every night.
Just did not need to be your best friend. I don't think any of the three main characters were actually likable in this book. It was weird. It was a book where I didn't particularly feel like you were rooting for anyone. So some of the themes that this book deals with, it deals with the wrongful conviction of black men, specifically in America, but we know this is an issue in the West, just generally. It's all like the criticism of the book, and it said, oh, the book doesn't talk about what the criminal justice system does to black men. Sis, that's not Tayari's job. If you want to know about the prison system, there are plenty of sociologists doing this research. Go get your facts and figures from there. Leave black creative writers to be creative writers. You watch an interview, people will be like, so as a black woman, no, as a writer who wrote a book about complex characters, how about that, huh? Tara does actually deal with it, which is what's annoying even more about those criticisms, but she just deals with it in a very subtle way. There's a bit where there's a little black boy crossing the road, and Celestial says the little black boy reminded her a lot of her husband that she was cheating on, but that's neither here nor there. And she says, you know, I looked at him and I thought, a baby prisoner. If that doesn't tell you how she feels about the criminal justice system and its treatment of black men, I don't know, like, you people will not rest until you have a think piece, innit? She deals with that well, she deals with it subtly, she deals with it very carefully, without trying to impose her views on anyone, whilst also making you think about it. And I think that's perfect. I don't like writers who try to force me to think a certain way. I have a brain. Thank you very much. Another key theme in the book is commitment. There's the key commitment while Roy is in prison, and the main question of, should she have waited? And you know what, when it comes to waiting, yeah, I was thinking, would I wait for my man if my man had to do 12 years in pen? I'm not gonna answer that on camera. No, what I would say is, I think it takes a lot to wait. I think it takes a lot to be faithful in the wait, but I don't think it takes a lot to not shack up with your best friend. Do you know what I mean? Like, conjugal visits, sis, like, they're a thing. You could have fulfilled your needs, you just didn't want to. You want something, you definitely make it work. And obviously Celestial wanted something else, know what I'm saying? So yeah, no, I think that whole thing is an interesting conversation for the group chat. If your man went to prison, would you wait? There's like a lot of layers to this question, you know, because one, what did he go to prison for? Because if my husband went to prison, and I say husband because why is my boyfriend already going to prison, please? God has not even put two together and you already want to go asunder. Nah, bruh. My husband has gone to prison for murder. I did not marry Vibes Cartel. Sir, good luck and goodbye. Would I wait if my husband went to prison for not paying his taxes because maybe he was using the money to feed me, then I'm more inclined to wait. Well, I really said more inclined, not I would. If your boyfriend or your girlfriend, your husband or your wife, they went to prison, what you gonna do? You gonna wait? Let me know. I'd be interested to find out. So all in all, I really did enjoy this book. I really did. Would I recommend An American Marriage? I would 100% recommend the book. It just evokes so many emotions. And I just think it was brilliantly written. Like, it was insanely written. The way Tayari weaves words together is phenomenal. I would definitely read some more of her books. The only like criticism, things of criticism of the book is that like the characters all speak very perfectly. When they're narrating, I get that because you're speaking to someone else, but even when they're speaking to each other, they're kind of like mad formal. They'll be like, oh, I hope you don't begrudge him that, and it's like, this is not Othello. You can just say, I hope you're not mad at him for that. Do you know what I mean? It's like a little bit of getting used to, like, why are you talking to your husband like that? Don't say to your husband, oh, our delicate cord that has been shredded by your incarceration. Yeah, so thank you for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed today's review. I'll be back again with another video. I have no idea what, but what matters is I'll be back and you'll always see my face again. If you do read An American Marriage, let me know your thoughts, guys. Save my friends. If anything, read this book to my friends that have to keep hearing about it, okay? Welcome to the... No one's saying about... Sorry, guys. I thought I was good for words.